Common buckthorn, or Rhamnus cathartica, is native to parts of Europe and Asia. It was brought to North America in the early 1800s as an ornamental plant with seeds available for purchase. It was known to be used as shelter belts to break the wind in the Great Plains and parts of Canada in the early 1900s. During this time period, the effects buckthorn has on its habitat was unknown. With its aggressive nature and its persistence, it soon became widespread in the Midwestern states, including Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Ohio, and Wisconsin. Like many non-native shrubs, common buckthorn leaves in the early spring and retains its leaves late into the fall. It takes on the appearance of a small woody shrub when it's young, and as it ages, grows into a small tree that can range anywhere from 10 to 25 feet tall and 10 inches in diameter. The leaves take on an oval shape and are dark green in color with toothed edges. Leaves can sometimes appear opposite, but are in fact alternate. A thorn can be found on the tip of the twigs between the terminal buds. Buckthorn has separate male and female plants, which only the female plants produce seeds that appear dark purple in color. Both male and female buckthorns have small, light green four-petaled flowers that bloom May to June. The outer bark takes on a gray or brown color and can have light horizontal lines called lenticels. When the outer bark is removed or peeled back, the inner bark of buckthorn is an orange-yellow color. Buckthorn is also known to be allelopathic, meaning it produces a chemical that alters the soil chemistry, inhibiting the growth of other non-native species as well as native species. Buckthorn modifies ecosystem processes in complex ways based on its chemistry. Its leaves and fruit are rich in nitrogen, which provides invasive earthworms with the rich soil they need to rapidly break it down. During this process, fungi that is beneficial to the soil is destroyed, resulting in ideal conditions for buckthorn germination and growth. However, native trees and shrub species need these beneficial fungi to reproduce. But with buckthorn altering the soil conditions, native plant growth is negatively impacted. Buckthorn is also known to cast dense shade, inhibiting the growth of other plants around it. The seeds of buckthorn are widely dispersed by animals such as elk, deer, and birds that eat the seeds and transport them across a wide region. Seeds can also drop from the parent plant and regenerate, creating a dense forest floor of seedlings. Reproduction of this species is mainly by seed, however it can also regenerate from its roots or stump. There are multiple ways to effectively treat and remove this aggressive species in order to conserve native plants and animals. The most popular removal methods are hand pulling, cutting, and herbicide application. When the plants are small, pulling the seedlings by hand and allowing the roots to dry is most effective in preventing resprouting. The method for treating adult trees is cutting the trunk as close to the base as possible using loppers or a saw. After cutting the tree, applying herbicide to the top of the stump prevents resprouting. Application of the herbicide can either be done by what is called dabbing or by spraying. If there is a dense patch of small seedlings, spraying the leaves with herbicide is also an option. The most popular herbicide is triclopyr for treating broad-leaved plants without killing grasses and most conifers. Bobby Webster, an ecologist for the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay, has been working with buckthorn for several years. She has found that the most effective and efficient buckthorn removal method is cutting the trunk and applying diluted solution of triclopyr herbicide to the stump. If the trees are pulled or cut, proper disposal of the remains by burning or by landfill is necessary for long-term elimination. In order to help regulate invasive species, some states have laws that address the possession, transport, and introduction of them. Wisconsin's Invasive Species Rule, NR 40, makes it illegal to possess, transport, transfer, and introduce certain invasive species in Wisconsin without a permit. Organizations that focus on invasive species usually have common buckthorn on their radar. Door County Invasive Species Team is a group of professional and interested public members that seek to stop the invasion of exotic, non-native plants by providing citizens with the education and skills necessary to control invasive species. Midwest Invasive Species Information Network, Baird Creek Preservation Foundation, and Wisconsin DNR are also working to control invasive species and conserve the land. To get involved and take action, contact the organizations listed on your screen. Every helping hand makes a difference.